everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Broncos going up against the Eagles. With that, let's get out to Lincoln.
Beautiful afternoon for football coming up between the Denver Broncos and the Philadelphia Eagles. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. They come out here in the eye. On first down, it's Lynch. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it'll be first down, Denver.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
They'll throw on first down with Lynch. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
They will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. A huge play there for Denver. 45 yards.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. In the red zone this time. The play clock's running down. From the red zone now, here's Lynch on first down. And this is caught at the 8. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Let's go! 3-19!
On second down, Lynch. Being chased out left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. And we peek at the defense now for Philadelphia.
Malcolm Jenkins entered the NFL as a cornerback and has transitioned to safety, but still retains his good coverage skills.
Lynch with it on third and goal. Got his man. It's Thomas. Touchdown, Denver. Demaryius Thomas from 8 yards out. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. One receiver left, 3 to the right. They go play action here on first down. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. And all the way down to the 29. A big play that time, Wentz to Matthews. 53 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, They really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On the ground, the first carry for Ryan Matthews. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Yeah, they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go.
Lynch fighting. He fumbles. He lost the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 13 yards there on the pickup, and the Eagles are going to have a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Wentz going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Check. Blue 90.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete. Josh Huff, the intended target. And it'll be 4th down. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
All right, here we go.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And coming out now, the Broncos. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Ronnie Hillman there, the man he was looking for. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. So they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And, you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense who just intercepted the pass who want to break over there. Hey, take care of the football, man.
Now Lynch. They go to Hillman on the screen. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Paxton left. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Caleb Sturgis now for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. After the interception, here's Lynch. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Well, we got a little lull here in the action. Week 3 of the preseason. I know you and I were talking about the Cincinnati-Jacksonville game. What'd you take away from that?
Well, let's look at Cincinnati first. They went on the road, and all we've talked about the offseason was how they blew the Pittsburgh playoff game, and would there be a residual effect on this team? So far, it doesn't look like it. They look pretty good. Looks like Marvin Lewis and crew have put that behind them. Let's move ahead to Jacksonville, though. They've been kind of the darlings of the offseason, haven't they? A great draft, great free agency. Many people think they can make a move in the AFC South. They didn't look like it in Week 3 of the preseason, but they have plenty of talent there. I expect them to get better once the regular season kicks off. And guess what? They open up with Green Bay at home.
A chance to prove themselves early. Lynch fighting. He fumbles. He lost the football. And the Eagles are in for 6. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you're talking about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a 2nd time.
No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now, that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense, hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
It's a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a third down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. That's a really...
Lynch fighting. He fumbles. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about.
Lynch fighting. He fumbles. He lost the football. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. And out now come the Eagles. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Play fake to Matthews. Now it's Wentz. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
And the Broncos go to a nickel set on 3rd down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. Now the former Oregon man, this is Kenyon Barner. And gets it to the 8. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions...
And he's in! Touchdown, Eagles! Kenyon Barner taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Now, after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, if they're out there, we'll see if they can pick those things back up.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Sanders has it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Ronnie Hillman in there. He gets the carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking, but you've got to help them.
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Lynch. Nigel Bradham. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. And they'll indeed go. Lynch fighting. He fumbles. He lost the football. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So they're going to go for 2. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
All right, here we go.
Wentz going to look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken at the 3. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field.
Watch left. Stop right there. Hurry up, here we go.
Throwing here, Lynch on 1st down. Left side here to Sanders. They'll get 16 yards there, and it's a 1st down for the Broncos.
No matter how you evaluate quarterbacks, at some point arm strength is going to come into the conversation. I'm really impressed by what I saw on that throw on the out route.
Set, B-19. All right, now, check. Patriot.
They'll throw on 1st. Lynch fighting. He fumbles. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it.
Lynch fighting. He fumbles. He lost the football. Look at the big man rumble. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
No, check. Patriot. Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56.
On 2nd down, Lynch. And Sanders has got it complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Emmanuel Sanders as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. And, oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So on 4th down, the Eagles will call on the left foot of Donnie Jones to punt it away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Thomas, the lone receiver, left.
Here we go now. No. Check. Patriot. All right, now. Watch it now. Barney. Over back to Philly. Here we go.
Final play of the half. It's Lynch. He'll rifle this one deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. Time for a break. What's that? Now? Oh, what the heck? Okay, well, something happened to Larry in the halftime show, I guess. We're ready for the third quarter. Let's go. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On second down, Ryan Matthews. And the cutback, Ryan Matthews, 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Philadelphia. Ryan Matthews, 73 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard.